Important partnerships were on display today as a new generation of lifesavers are trained thanks to a partnership between Heart Niagara and the Niagara Catholic District School Board.
The fact that we can get to kids anywhere from 8 over and talk to them about how important it is to make good decisions around their own health, but also how it links into emergency preparedness and be able to respond in case of emergency. So that's something that we're able to reinforce in grade 5, grade 7, and again in grade 9, and then we see them again in grade 11. So the message is consistent about good choices and, of course, how to respond in case of emergency, because they need to respond for their family. It could be getting them ready for a job, and be part of our community, to be contributing.
Now, part of the training that they're actually going to be getting today is going to be CPR, but why is it important for them to learn how to use an AED?
So CPR can make the difference, absolutely. Good CPR and even bad CPR is something, so people need to respond. But the piece that we've been offered is the technology called an automatic external defibrillator, which will be placed in schools here in Niagara and is in any community setting, which will help to restart the heart for a couple of deadly rhythms. So just offering one more piece of equipment that is not costly, that could actually change the outcome, certainly in sudden cardiac arrest. It will improve a chance by 75% of a survival.
We have 14 AEDs, all of our secondary schools, continuing education sites, and board offices and facilities, and working with them now to provide, with funding, 51 AEDs. So all of our elementary, secondary schools, continuing education sites have AEDs. And it's important for a number of reasons. First and foremost, it provides an opportunity to train students and staff. And annually we train just a little over 4,000 students and staff. Students in grade 5, grade 7, and grade 9 have a recertification program. It's also important for our students that as they move forward, whether it may have to be used with a family or a member of our community as a Good Samaritan, it provides a skill set for them. And certainly we know as they move on to post-secondary and into the world of work, that it's something that we know employers often look for as far as being a CPR or AED training.
Niagara EMS were also in attendance. Their relationship with Heart Niagara spans more than a quarter century. So why are education days like this one so important?
When we have the opportunity to promote CPR, public access defibrillation, just community awareness of emergencies and their part in being able to help with the survivability and the care of people in times of this, when we can go out and promote that is always a good thing. The program that we're doing with the schools in cooperation with Heart Niagara is really an opportunity for us to engage the community. In this case, it's the community of the school kids, which is an amazing age because they have the ability to influence, that community culture of acceptance of CPR, going home and telling mom and dad about it, encouraging them to get trained, and aunts and uncles. And really that's what we need to do to really promote heart health, heart safety in the Niagara community.
How often have you seen AED use actually used in the community?
I think that it's used more often than we know about. I think that the good news is that we've had 3 great saves within the last few months, so it's really brought it to the forefront again. But I often tell people it's the best $2,500 you're never going to use, because certainly you want that piece of equipment hanging on every corporate building, every office, so that they have access in case it is an emergency and sudden cardiac arrest is there, because that will make the difference and could be the survival.
You can find Heart Niagara using social media for your opportunity to take some free classes. At Loretto Catholic Elementary in Niagara Falls, I'm Taraba.